welcome, greetings, and salutations from the world-famous Willoughby, Ohio. We are sitting on the Frank and Tony's patio. We're slurping down some beers. We're probably going to get some 40-cent wings later because it is wing night. But also, there's a Cavs game going on, and this Cavs game was supposed to be a slaughter. But I think this slaughter might turn into laughter if we can take one away, if we can steal one from them, even though we don't have Donovan Mitchell, even though we never got Jared Allen back. Yeah. So, I myself am Nick Newman, and I am joined by the panel of Cavaliers experts. We got Scotty to Hottie.
What's happening?
Rockstar and Cavs aficionado. And also we have Tito, the baseball whisperer. Tito Round Trippers. We're going to ask him about some Cavaliers here today. So how the hell has this game been going in the first half, gentlemen?
Oh, it's been going great. We've had crisp rotations on defense has stood out to me for our defense. They've hit a couple of semi-contested threes, Horford and White. You got to live with that. But we've had some pretty crisp rotations and some solid defense, and someone's
it's
on
in
offense.
Boston. And then, like I say, this is like everybody's sitting out. You know, the future of our team obviously is Mobley and Garland. And, like, they've been showing fight. People coming off the bench. I was, like, happy with the first half performance, even though, you know, we're hanging in there. So.
Well, let's not bury the lead here. Our backs are against the wall.
Oh, yeah.
It's an elimination game. We're already down 3-1.
There's snow tomorrow. Anyone who's seen The Water Boy, last game of the year, Brad can't hold anything back. All that stuff.
Leave it all on the court, boys.
Yes.
It's just a feeling I got just being around town. It's just like, is this the last time we'll ever see our head coach, Mr. Bickerstaff?
Bickerstaff.
Did we see Donovan Mitchell play his last game as a Cleveland Cavalier and didn't even know it? You know, who's going to get traded, what's going to happen to this team, or if we win, we get to move on and postpone all these questions. I feel it's just come like an onslaught if we lose, and I want to just see if they came out with any heart and were fighting by the halftime report. And to me, in my opinion, yes, they are. They're fighting, and they're hanging in there. They're not caving despite being in Boston. So that's all I really have to say about that so far. I'd love to see a victory. I'd love to see these kids gain more experience and keep fighting because the root of our team obviously is going to be Mosley and Garland moving forward.
Well, Tito, the baseball whisperer and the basketball shouter, you have some statistics on that little phone over there you can bring up so we can talk about how well we're doing in the first half.
All righty, yes.
Because I feel like the first half was all heart. It was gritty. It was a very slow start, by the way. They started off 1 for 8 from the field, and like, yikes. So did they come to play today or not? But they've been hanging tough.
Yeah.
They're down 3 of their bigs, and the Cavs are like, all right, well, let's put on a clinic. Let's show off what we can do.
Yeah.
Let's show what the future of the team's going to be, even though we don't have Mitchell with the ball in the string and scoring 50 points, even though we don't have Jared Allen coming back and running things down in the paint. So Mobley, I feel like Mobley's actually been stepping up a little bit. He had a couple of good plays. He's been fighting back, not get bullied so much.
Yeah.
And the shooting actually has been coming alive.
Yeah.
Number 24, the infamous number 24, Morris Sr. I was shouting about this
14.
guy.
Morris Sr. leads us with 14.
14 points. He came into play today, but that's what veteran leadership does. You know, he's earned his pay, in my opinion. You know, and absolutely we're missing LeVert, but Morris came in there, and he's like one of the single-handed, I'm saying the single-handed fact, but one of them that are keeping us actually tight in this ball.
It's been a whole team game. Tito, you want to give us a rundown of some scoring leaders?
Yes, Morris Sr. with 14, and then it's Garland and Strus each with 9, and Mobley with 8. 5 boars. Showing up,
boards.
as we said, on the hustle stats a little better than we've been most of the series.
Yeah,
Strus with 5 boards already. Halftime, a guard with 5 boards. We'll take it. And I'm on the individual stats here. Like I said, we've got Morris with 14, Strus and Garland each have 9, leading the way in scoring. Been a pretty tight rotation, just a little bit of Thompson, mostly an 8-man rotation.
And there's been a couple of times when somebody made a three-point shot, I was like, hey, who's that guy? Hey. You got to tell me, who the hell is this guy on the team? Niang got involved. Who was it? Coro who got involved?
Miro.
And then on the Boston side, White leads Boston with 15, so for missing Mitchell and missing a lot of our firepower, their leading scorer has 15, ours has 14.
Yeah.
So far we're
and
keeping
White came
up.
out of nowhere. He was like a big guy in game 1, and you didn't hear much from him. He was there, but he stepped it up today. So it's going to be an interesting second half. Anything you could think of that like what we need to do to like try to get this victory and get out of Boston and force this into a game 6 back in Cleveland?
I'll let Tito go first on that one. I'll chime in.
No. gamble, beat them up. We've already had quick, swift rotations on defense. Feel free to do some traps, take some chances. Remember, our back's against the wall. We're down 3-1. We're
Got
on
nothing
the road.
to lose.
Yeah, we're missing people.
Swimming in booze with nothing to lose.
We might end up with some infuriating turnovers and some fast foul trouble, pushing it like that. But that's what I say. I say we just harass the heck out of them and just hope to ambush them.
Yeah,
in the second
I say
half,
eliminate
basically.
turnovers. Because they're turning over the ball off. Get some rebounds because taking some quality shots and you're not forcing a lot, which I like to see. They wasn't forcing much, but they were forcing, but they weren't forcing much. But you got to scoop up some loose balls and quit giving up so many damn easy points.
All right, Scotty, I got something for you on that because I remember we had a post-game conference about the post-game show last time. And we were talking about the rebounding. We don't want to go out there and just say get rebounds. We want to get deep into the analytics of it. So were you saying that you were seeing one guy in the box and the rebounds were very poor? And then later on in the game, maybe there's three guys in the box and it was a team effort. People were actually staying back, getting those rebounds, getting those second chance shots. So which one were they doing today? Were they kind of just chucking it up and running down the field? Or they actually
I thought they had more of a mix going in there because what happens when you got one guy in the box, you're playing for fast breaks and hoping to get lucky, but they got three in the box, so you have to fight them, and you got to block out and nudge and watch the angles of the shots. It's a very difficult process. That's why these guys obviously are pros. But what the Cavs have to do is they got to keep it tight and get the rebound. So my opinion is just keep more people in the box and keep the game a low scoring and work the score. But the problem is Cavs get sometimes so far buried behind it, you have to, run a little bit more risky plays so you can take some threes or create some open opportunities on the other end of the floor.
Now, you think it was more like risky plays in the fast break on the other side or just lack of hustle?
So basically, when you're on the offensive side of things, so they're trying to get back on defense or trying to run the floor for offense, trying to get some, quick points. And it's just something to keep an eye on. It was just a halftime show, so we got to crunch a little bit of detail, but I could get it more into it. But there's a method to the madness, and the boxing out and that, so when the shot goes and, if somebody's down there and they're plowing and the thing goes in, then you got to run extra steps and there's inbounding the pass and get back on D and back on offense. This is really
so you want to be aggressive on both offense and defense, but you can't take all the stats and you can't put them all up the max. You got to choose.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Right now, because it's our backs against the wall, this is an elimination game, so get every frickin' board every way you can and slow the game down. Slow the game down and win.
So looking for more guys in the box.
Everywhere. Offensive and defensive. Just secure the ball. Don't let them score or don't let them get easy, stupid points. And, keep the game close and just try to win it. Get out of there with a win. And then, you got to win two more, and that's the way it is. But you got to win tonight.
Yeah, Mobley's not going to grab 20 boards. Our guards got to out-rebound their guards.
For sure.
And
box
go
out.
From there.
Mobley can't do it himself. He's got to get in the weight room in the offseason and bulk up a little bit versus these bigs over here.
The kid's only 22.
Oh, yeah. The sky's the limit for that guy.
He's been in the league 3 years. His third year.
His senior season at the age of one and done, basically. So we're looking forward to him next year.
He's going to bulk up eventually, but you don't want to beat him up too bad until that happens. And
we hope he gives us flashes of what's to come next year is this postseason.
And he did. He's playing tough. So I appreciate the heart for the Cavaliers. And
awesome
I know
effort.
if they lose, I'll be screaming post game. But if they win, I'm so far to this point of this game, I'm proud of them standing in there and fighting.
I gotta say, I'm a little bit impressed because I thought that they were just kind of roll over and die.
Yep.
Because we're missing out on all these great players, but I think they're putting forth a pretty darn good effort.
Yep.
There's look what we can do. We don't have our best out there.
Yep.
Everyone's going to step up, and it's going to be a team type of a game. They're going to distribute the ball. I think I did see more passing. I saw many different players taking shots, so I was encouraged by that. And some of those shots actually ended up going in.
Yep.
How about that?
I'm going to point out one other quick thing, too, really, because they've been a lot of controversy. I know it's probably not the time to get into about the fouls and give and take and stuff like that, but it seems like the fouls have been going in the Cavaliers' favor for this game.
We'll take it. We're due. If you believe it comes out in
we'll
the
get
wash,
into all them stats post game because
we're owed a favorable whistle or two. If you think it all comes out in the wash, we'll take it then.
The 7 versus the fouls going to the line, but this, just like Boston wasn't getting the line. It seems like the foul thing's going in favor now. Is it because they keep the audience engaged because it's not a blowout by halftime? We shall see. But, whatever. We'll bring that up as a later point.
Now, gentlemen, we just switched from halftime to third quarter on the ticker there.
Sure we did.
I guess we're going to get to the final wraps, or did we have more? Or?
Yeah, did you?
All right, key to the game. Key to the game in the second half. I'll go to Scotty, to Hottie, player to watch, and key to the game.
Yeah, just like, keep your eye. It's got to be Garland. It's got to be Mobley. I want to see somebody like Wade, Merrill, Struess, Nang, anybody. Just step it up. Go crazy for like 20-plus points and threes or something. That would just be awesome. And just nail your threes. Don't miss. Somebody get hot and catch fire. Get your boards, put them away, send them home like you did like in game 2. That would be
Game
awesome.
2, we got one on their court already, so you get another one on their court this time. What do you got for us, Tito, the baseball whisperer and the basketball ranter?
I already put it printed on our page. He hit an impressive slingshot 3 a little farther into the second quarter. Sam Merrill. Let's see Sam Merrill pop a couple timely ones.
Yep.
One of our more long-range guys. It's usually all about the 3 when you're the underdog, down 3-1 on the road. So from the offensive side, I'm looking at Sam Merrill.
Yeah, 3 in the Get the rebound if you miss, so you can take another 3.
All right, I'm going to break my own rule, and I'm not going to highlight a player. I'm going to highlight a play. We need to get the pick and roll rolling.
Pick and roll Nick over here.
Yeah, pick and roll Nick over
you know
here.
what? You're right. If
Rollers want it.
You got that down. You're
Don't
always
forget
in a
the
game.
second
You can pick
part.
and roll. You're always in a fucking game, But
And I guess I'm going to kind of take a page out of a different show that I was watching, and they were suggesting on the pick and roll to hold that pick for an extra half second. And when they hold the pick for extra half second, it disrupts the defense.
Right.
So we'll see if that other show was going to be the smart one.
And always remember, Cavaliers, that the half second can make a difference. The elbow to the eye and such.
So if I'm gonna pick a player, I guess I would go with Mobley. Mobley, I'm looking for you to complete the pick and roll, catch the ball in the post, and slam the hammer down.
There we go. Get a couple dunks to go
Make
with
them
that. Nice
threes.
defense.
Lots
Right.
of threes.
Giving
No missing threes. No missing threes.
So you loosen up the interior defense and have them crash down on you. You're going to get your wing players a lot more open for a kick out. So I'm not trying to beat a dead horse here, but I feel like that's something that they should always do. But in this final game, in this elimination game, let's get extra tough.
Yeah.
Let's lean into that.
Extra pick, extra roll.
That's
or
right.
You go home.
All right, you guys. Are you guys ready for a surprise here on the cast here today?
Let's do it.
All right, here's the surprise. Let's talk about baseball for a couple minutes.
All right.
Yeah.
Nice.
We have the baseball,
baseball
whisperer.
report.
Yes.
We got to utilize the man
Right.
here.
Sure.
So come on, lead us on some baseball. Let's go.
Okay. No days off for 16 days. Finishes tonight. Carlos Carrasco faces John Gray in Texas. 8 o'clock game. Our time. We're 8-7. This particular tonight's pitching matchup favors Texas a tad, but they are ice cold. So, man, it's right in front of us to go at 9-7. Missing our leadoff man. No days off. I really am pretty well versed with the patterns of the schedule. You usually don't have a 16-game stretch like this until
Right.
like mid-June or so. So
Is this like a hashtag no days off type of thing?
pretty much,
Right.
yeah.
You
So-
usually get a day off during the week.
Yeah.
It's like, and this is kind of odd. And then you start the thing off losing 3 or 4 to shitball Chicago. But look at what they did. They beaten up on the mighty Rangers.
Yeah.
Mighty Rangers, not so mighty right
good for
now.
them. They might sweep them if they win today.
So, yeah, man, the sweep would be great.
Dude.
And
Huge.
and I do believe it's huge momentum-wise. The Royals or Twins didn't catch us when the sky was falling and the White Sox beat us. I mean, I know it's early, but you could just imagine the whole, we missed Tito and this and that if we had plunged into third place during the 16-game
This Tito or a
stretch.
different Tito?
Francona, I speak of. Hot
okay.
dog around
Yeah.
All
Rivers,
right.
yes, I
They
They
know.
can't miss
Right.
you if you don't
Yeah.
go away. You're
Uh-huh.
right here, right now.
Exactly.
AKA Terry.
Uh-huh.
Terry.
AKA Terry.
Right.
Man, that's a cool scooter that guy has.
Yeah.
Love that guy.
And it was
But anyway.
like, it showed a lot of grit and effort because they came back and they did back-to-back shutouts, and that's like difficult to do for any team. That just shows pitching, courage, and missing your leadoff hitter, in the middle of a little rut. They pulled through as well. I'm proud,
Nice
proud
lo-
of the Guardians, man.
Nice lopsided shutouts, too.
Yeah.
Let the pitcher cruise, gave him some runs
Yeah.
early enough. And,
Right.
yeah, we're not talking 1-0 pitchers duels. I think we scored about 7 runs in
Yeah,
both
dictated
of those
the
shutouts.
game
you
of comfort.
go.
See,
Really
it
imposed
was
our
no
will.
pitchers battle.
Yeah,
When they
to
have
them.
comfort, they seem to work freer together and like more comfortable because they got that cushion of a lead.
Mhm.
And and then it seems like the hitters hit more freer. You get more runs, and there's no pressure, like a 1-2 nothing ball game or anything like that.
Right.
Late in the innings, and we got all them runs, and impressive. They were like I was impressed.
All right, I want to check in on a topic that we had a couple weeks ago. I want to revisit it again. We were talking about the Naylor brothers back then, and one of the Naylors was doing pretty darn good, and the other one was kind of slumping. So, do you have an update on the Naylor brothers and how they've been doing, the dynamic duo?
Bow.
Yep. Bo had a big RBI double to get us going last night. He still had ups and downs, and just from a logistics standpoint, Bo has 2 options left. So it's very natural, especially these vigilant fans. Every time he has an 0 for 8 two-step, it's like, oh, he has 2 options left. He's Josh's brother. Come on, man. Let's burn one of these options. Let's platoon Hedges and Fries for a week or two. But, we've seen some growth and development
Let
from
him
him.
stick around.
Yeah.
Because you got his
That's
big
fine.
brother. You don't want to make Big Brother mad because that dude's a horse in the middle of the lineup. So
Oh,
don't
there's
make
a
Big
third
mad.
brother swimming around in
Oh,
the
he's
system
got
somewhere.
drafted by San Diego or
No,
something.
he got drafted by the Athletic.
Yeah,
Ooh,
yeah,
oh,
right,
boy, what a place
Yeah.
to go.
So
Right.
he might be in Cleveland in a year or two. You never know. We can trade him for my beer and that table and a box of jockstraps.
I hope I used the appropriately somber tone, like the third Naylor brother. He was athletic,
right.
but
Oh boy.
yeah. So
Let's see what we
they
got here.
cleaned it up,
Yeah.
and
Yeah, keep Naylor, keep Bo around. Let him grow. He's just like
Right.
he's
Well,
better than Hedges or any catcher we had. Like
He's,
last, probably since 15 years. Think about it. Who's better than he could catch decent. He could throw decent.
Sandy
Fun
Elomar,
stat.
let's go.
fun stat as far as an outerlying metric for Jose Ramirez to hopefully get cooking a bit.
Yeah, he will.
Squared up. I don't know if that's a synonym for barrel rate. I didn't look it up. But anyways, in squared up rate, or
Barrel
one of these
rate.
hot stats. Well, barrel rate is right when you
I
put
know,
the barrel
we
on the
know.
ball. But in squared up balls, which I don't know if that's different than barrel rate or not, honestly. But
To me,
anyway,
that
he's,
sounds like a bunt.
no, not squared up to bunt. I guess squarely hitting the
okay.
good
Yeah.
part of the bat of the ball.
Not
but
to be
Yeah.
confused
he's
with the
fourth in
porn
baseball,
term barrel
so-
rate.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
So he's fourth in all of Major League Baseball, and in layman's terms, putting the meaty zone of the bat right on the ball. So
Fourth in Major League
Nice
Baseball.
barrel rate.
that
All
should be
right.
bound to even out. Some warning track power that'll hopefully start clearing the fence, find some gaps or so.
All right.
We're weathering the storm. We're still without Quan for a bit. This has been
Yeah.
a pesky hamstring. It seems to be on the longer side of the timeline.
Any
but-
reports on the bullpen? Like how are they holding up, or are they like sticking in there pretty good?
Yeah, the bullpen's holding up good.
Perfect.
I didn't look up the rankings before the show or anything, but we were about fourth, I think, towards the tail end of this stand, and I don't think
Fourth,
much has
that's
changed.
pretty good.
Yeah, because we've been playing good. Nothing has really probably moved the
Yeah.
needle or took that down far or anything.
Well, everybody's worried about long term wearing them out type of
Yeah.
deal and stuff.
The
but, you know,
bullpen's overworked, but they've been quite impressive. There's been more pleasant surprises than disappointments.
Sweet.
And we
Sweet.
need that. There's ups and downs with the lineup. I believe in this lineup, but they're going to be inconsistent, just the nature of being youthful and having a lot of platoons.
Trial and error.
No secret about injuries and stuff in the rotation. So
Yeah.
that bullpen has had to be our rock, and they have been
Any
for the most
minor
part.
league update? Any up and covers that we might see soon?
Up and comers, that
Yeah.
must be.
What the? Oh, baby voice. Oh, yeah. We can do the baby voice for the up and comers. Oh God, that's annoying. A few youngins. Wait. Oh, don't keep hitting I'm a baby too. How do I stop it? Keep hitting a baby. Yeah. Let's go.
Whoa,
Okay, that's better. Sorry about that. I just wanted to do a baby voice for a second for the up and comers.
Yeah.
And we got baby voice and monster voice.
Right. Hey, baby.
Schneeman's heating up in Columbus. Schneeman.
Schneeman.
SCH, it's a mouthful. N-E-E-M-A-N.
Yeah, I bet it is a mouthful.
right.
Hey, that
He's
guy-
every ounce of Schneeman. That's
That
how
guy-
I heat up with the
that guy owes
Up
Scott
and-
$20.
Up and comer.
Up and comer. Oh God, now the baby voice again.
All right, we're back to the regular voice. Jesus, those are too much fun. All right, what about Mr. Schneeman?
He's got a gaudy on-base percentage heating up in Columbus, and naturally we've got that wandering eye. Our leadoff hitter's on the disabled list, and then got this farm
Right.
kid who's displaying some good on-base skills. He can also play multiple positions, and obviously that's the word
So
of the
good
day
news,
in our
folks.
lineup.
We got We got Seaman up and coming.
Yeah, Seaman up and
coming
coming.
along. All
In
right.
addition, yeah.
All right, well, all good things must come to an end, so let's do a wrap-up on the baseball. What do you think is going to be the key to the next week for the Cleveland Guardians, a.k.a. Cleveland Indians?
Okay, the key to the next week is for our rotation to eat up some innings. We're playing some good ball, and this effective but very admittedly overworked bullpen could use a tiny break. So let's enjoy our day off and find a way to let's say I'll dream big. I want to get 19 innings out of our starting pitching this Twin series.
Ooh, 19 innings. They're going to have to go overtime for that.
Oh, we would need 2 6s and a 7. Not the way things have been trending, but like a goal, whatever, if it's 18 and 2/3. But I want to see something like that out of our starters to give these poor overachieving bullpen guys a break.
Scotty
That's my
Tuhati, what
call.
do you think about the bullpen needing a break and the starting
well, yeah,
rotation?
just like keep it going, keep plugging along, and then like I say, you got a lot of people up and coming. You got a lot of people up and coming, and always remember, it's better to be up and coming than not coming at all.
Oh,
Indeed.
man. You know, I forgot we can't end the show now. The Browns schedule just got released.
Well, that's okay. We're going to do that post game because
Now
the Cavs
later.
are on.
Yeah. Can you get it? Brown schedule. Like, let's
Yeah.
do it now.
No,
It's
it's okay.
happening now.
Yeah, no.
No, let's go now. I want the Brown schedule,
All right.
please. Producer George.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Like he needs.
All right, we got the Brown schedule release. All right, guys, what do you
Right.
think?
I don't
Week
know.
Yeah, I
one
already
versus the
studied it.
Cowboys.
Let me get my looking at. So yeah, we already know.
Home
Go
against
ahead. We got
America's team.
at Jaguars, week 2 versus Giants.
Hey, let's
Week
go.
3.
Let's
They don't
run it
have any
down.
times on this thing. And then we're at the mighty Las Vegas Raiders, followed by at the mighty Washington Redskin Commanders.
Redskins.
Then we're at the Eagles, so that's 3 away on the road. And then we're Bengals at home, Ravens at home, Chargers at home, and then we have our bisexual week, and then
Week 10
week
bye.
10 bisexual week. And then at the Saints, the mighty New Orleans, and then Pittsburgh at home, and that
Oh,
looks
that's
like Thursday night football. Followed by at the mighty Denver, Colorado, smoking
All
pot
right.
like it's on a Monday night. That's week
Couple prime
13.
timers in a row.
And then we're going to have Pittsburgh, where the Chiefs are at home week 15, and then
That's
the
gonna be a good one.
Bengals Thursday
night football again.
and at the Dolphins Sunday
What?
night. But that'll all be flex scheduled at the end of the season.
Oh, yeah, we're
And
flexing.
then we end the season against the mighty Baltimore Ravens at Baltimore.
Oh, the Dirty Birds are finishing versus the Dirty Birds.
I like our setup. We got
Yeah.
some late season Monday, and I say expect it to be better, later, and there'll be some flex game at the end. But we got a nice middle bye week at week 10. That's kind of mid-season bye where you need your break, not too early or not too late.
Mhm.
I'm liking the setup. You got
I
3
like
road
that week
games
10
in
bye.
there.
That's nice.
You got 3 road games in there, and then add. You see that week 4, 5, and 6, and
Oh,
then
that's
you got
good.
3 home games followed up by your bye
3
week.
home games in a row.
So you got a
Okay.
good month to sit around home and just chill.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna figure this out. You'll watch for the post game show. I'm gonna tell everybody how or suggest how they should plan their football
I
season
like-
based around that. I don't see any times on this, but I'll speculate with a few.
I like
of them.
how week 4 to 6 we burn 3 road games in a row. That'll lead to some
Yeah.
lengthy home stretches
And
at other
I don't
times,
really,
and it's
I really
manageable.
don't
The
fear,
Eagles are the
I'm
best
not, I'm
of
not
those
afraid
3.
of the Raiders or the Commanders.
Exactly.
I'm really not.
So we'll have time
Eagles
to
are
get it
gonna be
together
tough,
for that
but
big
then-
Eagles road
Yeah,
game.
yeah.
they'll
They'll
be
don't
be,
tough.
play
they'll be
any-
road tested. They won't be home. They'll be mad, gritty, and dirty.
We don't play anybody in our division until week 7. The Bengals.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
yes,
that's,
we're
that's
very,
what, that's
very
what we're-
backloaded with our division
Yep,
game.
that's
Okay,
what's
week
kinda-
7
we're
Bengals,
good.
week 8 Ravens. Where? Okay, Steelers.
Yeah,
We don't
they're-
get Steelers till
they're
week 12.
12 and 14.
Oh, geez, with Steelers and then
So
the
that's a
third-
Thursday night, then a Monday
we
night.
play
So
Steelers
we got,
twice in 3 weeks.
Twice in
oh,
3 weeks,
man.
there.
but that's
Yeah.
okay because we got rest, but we play them on short rest. So what I always like to do on the schedule game is I like to cross to see where the Steelers are with their part of the schedule if they got
Yeah,
bye weeks and
okay.
stuff. So I'm gonna make my magic on this schedule game. This is gonna take me a Mississippi.
Dude, this is an exciting schedule. I'm not
I
gonna
like
lie.
it. I
we
like
got
it.
a lot of good games at the end of the season.
Sunday night
we
football.
should be firing on all cylinders.
Yeah,
and right,
Thursday night,
right now we got
Thursday,
4
Thursday
primetime
night.
Yeah.
games. When's the last time the Browns had 4 primetime
And
games?
to open the season with 425 in Cleveland.
Yeah.
I mean, half the fan base will be if they even see kickoff, I'll be impressed. This is a 425.
They'll be drinking
Pacing-
since 6
yeah,
a.m.
Right. Sometimes it's more of a
This is
sprint
a
than a
home game.
marathon with those free gamers.
Oh, I
We'll have
just broke
that.
another set of glasses.
Oh, dang.
Oh, spiking it like a football.
We don't want to hit the soundboard because we'll end up being
Oh, I
babies
know.
again.
Oh,
somehow.
no, not babies again, but that
Break the
schedule's
glass
awesome.
then.
Awesome schedule.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very
Indeed.
cool.
Let's
And-
try not to get flexed out. Tua and Tyreek, week 17.
Yeah.
I want that to happen. I want us to stay the scheduled Sunday night football.
We're stacked.
And then we can have our
We're going to be in the
primetime
mix all the
game.
way to the end.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
Trust
And
me,
we'll be
this-
going
I love
down
it.
to the Muni lot. We'll be
All
going
the
down to the Muni
time.
lot, those home
Oh,
games
yeah.
like we did last season.
And
We're doing that
podcasts.
again.
This is
Coming
gonna
down to
be
the Muni
great.
lot, getting you some live coverage from the Muni lot.
Right.
We got 17 games on the schedule. Those,
Right.
we're going to be getting some good coverage down from the Muni lot. So come on down and join us.
Yeah.
Join the party. Tune in. Hell yeah. Go Browns.
Yeah.
All right, it's a good time to bark it out, gentlemen.
Do it.
We have been Dog
Nice.
Fight Sports.